The limited irons are a huge step forward in performance, construction, and design. We've been able to bring together the distance and forgiveness of a game improvement iron while maintaining the look, sound, and feel of that Better Players Club. They're a design that wouldn't have been possible without additive manufacturing and top.
There are things you can do with 3D printing that you just flat out cannot do with forging or casting. And we are busting down the door with what we know we can do right now from a performance standpoint and delivering one hell of an iron for players. 3D printing at Cobra Golf has been hugely valuable to us. For decades now, we've been using polymer 3D printing, but now we're using metal 3D printing to create products like the limited iron. We've done several putter commercial products. We've made products for tour players that we couldn't do through normal casting or forging processes. So 3D printing has allowed us to make things that we couldn't make before.
As we started to get into unlocking what additive can do, we realized that the tools were cumbersome, slow, and they weren't really allowing us to move forward with that process. And that's how we came across top.
At top, we're delivering some of the most advanced computational design tools, specifically for engineers to deliver the most innovative products that the world needs. We're used by engineers across aerospace, across automotive, medical device, and in the consumer industry. It's the first time that we as humans have the ability to finely tune where material is throughout products. And what we're seeing from Cobra today is really utilizing this new powerful technology that we've delivered to push the envelope and deliver a breakthrough product to market.
Everybody wants to play what the pros play, but they need that forgiveness. They need that distance. They need the performance of a club that's much bigger in size. It's these little nuanced things such as the offset in the club, the thickness of the top line, the way that the face comes into the top line, the shape of the toe, right? The length of the blade, the width of the sole. These are all things that we take into account and are critical to the aesthetic form of the club, but the internal lattice is really driving all of the performance. What we're able to do is we've taken up to 100 grams of solid material and we've turned it into a lightweight lattice structure. That extra weight that we took out, we can then reposition low into the heel and toe of the club so we can maintain the size and shape of that Better Players Club while providing the performance and forgiveness of a club that almost anybody can play. When we talk about feeling a club, from a scientific point of view, we're thinking about the vibration signature of the club, and we'll measure that with a modal analysis. Typically, a player's club that's solid is going to have a very quiet noise signature, whereas something that's more game improvement is going to be, I would call, louder. We were going after that feel and sound of that Better Players Club with this limited iron, and you do that with this internal lattice that top has helped us create.
So it's optimizing the shape of the lattice, the thickness of the beams in the lattice, so that we get the right stiffness properties, the right mass properties, the proper feel. An iron that looks and feels like a forged blade, but it performs like a game improvement iron.
If I'd explain the limited irons in 2 words, I'd say revolutionary and the beginning. top's really kind of unlocked our ability to design for additive and move golf club product performance and experiences forward.
We're seeing Cobra create an entirely new process for making clubs that, in my opinion, is like one of the most innovative new developments in the golf club industry.
We are just scratching the surface of what can be done with 3D printing. We've made putters, we've made wedges for tour players. We're now launching this limited iron, and I'm so excited to show you what we can do for tour players, for the average player, for any player, now and into a long-term future.